I know exactly what I'm doing. DFG, you heard? Yeah, I'm from the streets where the hood was swallowing me. Bullets are following me. These haters out to get me. Look how this Prada fit me. We move around with blickies. I got that bag, not a stash. Thick as Lionel Richie's. Jack riding out the 50. Many men wish death upon me. Don't hold your breath, a nigga step and get pressed to concrete. I'm God's blessed. I don't stress, I get dressed to R&B. Teflon on, doing duets with an Aubrey. It be some tragic shit. Paramedics looking sad as shit. Throw a sheet over you like a magic trick. It's Hoffa. Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper. I remember I was in Barbados and my cousins came back. They had the VHS tape of like Video Music Box and all that. So I was missing Brooklyn, so they would pop it in for me and let me catch up on everything that's going on. And that was one of my favorite joints. Favorite joints. Salute. But then as I got older and I realized like who you really were to the rap game, I was like, oh shit, so you telling me he did SP 1200, right?
SP 1200, S950.
S950.
That was it. That was it. Ghetto. You know what I'm saying? We scraped that bread together, man, and got them pieces, man. That was like the dream pieces of that time.
Right. Now people usually assume that Melly Mel taught everybody how to do everything in Queens.
Melly Mel?
Not Melly Mel. Oh,
Marley
Marl. I'm
Okay,
sorry. Marley
Marl. I'm about to say,
Marl.
yeah, Marley spearheaded the whole sampling movement for everybody on planet Earth, like for hip hop, like that's Marley, you know what I'm saying? And he translated it in a funky way, like all of Marley's work is good work, like, so yeah, Marley, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every producer who comes through here has a story. Or
I apologize for the slip.
Stops the tip they have for Marley Marl.
Yeah.
All of them. Everyone we've had.
Yeah.
Everyone we've had. That's Marley.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Marley, he come through. He gonna roll through. Yeah.
Sounds good, but
he gonna roll through.
I want a commitment. Like,
all right, please. So we usually have our own top 10 of producers' records. What's your top 10?
Of producers' records?
No, of records that you produce.
Oh, that I produce?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, I wasn't ready for that, but all right, here we go. Oh man, I got this joint.
No order.
Yeah, I got this joint by this dude, 151 Proof. It's kind of ill. So just look up 151 Proof in Large Pro.
Right.
It's a fun joint. Man, I'm thinking the leaders of the new school, What's Next remix. I'm going to the remote joints right now. Like, Shantae, Roxanne Shantae, Brothers Ain't Shit.
Right.
You know, Coogee Rap, Talk Like Sex.
Oh, wow.
Eric B. and Rakim, Ghetto.
Fire.
Nas, Ain't Hard to
Tell. I was waiting for that one.
What's that, 5?
That's it.
We could just keep going. Nas, Rewind.
Rewind is dope too.
AZ and Styles P, The Hardest. Core Mega, Mars, like the list goes on. The list goes on. We good for life.
Legendary.
We good for life, bro.
Legendary.
We good for life. We do what we do.
All right, take us back to that era.
It's a beautiful era. Like for me, I was out in the streets early, man. Like I had like a age gap between my parents where like they had me when they was a little older. So a lot of the rules and regulations wasn't coinciding with what was going on in the streets.
Right.
So I had got out and, you know, I was the drop them off at the, you know, babysitter for the week and then come back, get them the weekend. And, you know, so I was already doing home visits. Right. Like early in life. I was doing home visits early in life. Then, you know, So, you know, just out there in them streets, man. So, and, you know, when us ghetto kids, man, like we always want to style and, you know, be in style with what's going on. So, you know, if you wasn't fresh, dipped and all of that, you know, you could style musically. You could always know like, nah, this the ill shit right here to play that. So that was kind of like me. Like one thing, you know, if they didn't get me this, they would get me a radio. So I had the radio at all times. So I was the professor, like Flush used to come through. Like Mike, one of my first friends, like, you know, I always had the radio. So I was on that professor shit. And like just from there, breaking, breakdancing, graffiti, all the hip hop, you know, channels, all the channels. Went through all of that, you know, just the style. You know, we was ghetto kids, so we wanted to express ourselves in, you know, how we could.
Was you a good breakdancer?
I was nice. And I'll tell you who was even nicer, and I always big him up. My man Shy Skills, who produced the first Onyx album. He produced Slam, Throw Your Guns, all that shit, Shifty. Me and him grew up together. He was incredible, like just standing there, backflip, flares, windmills, air tracks. You know, I ain't gonna go all into that shit, but word. Rest in peace, my man Shy Skills, man. Onyx and shit. Word. He was nice too. But I was nice. I was I
you
was
still
nice.
do that shit? I saw Common the other day.
Yeah, but see,
bust the windmill real quick.
Common, that boy is a little healthier than me. I be puffing a little bit, you know what I mean? Like I could do the, you know, the funky stuff. Like, you know, I was just saying Katona, you know, how the old timers do it uptown and shit like that. Like that's how I ride. Yeah, for sure.
That's one element of hip hop that you don't see, like people like, you know how like
the older black people.
Yeah,
you don't see a lot of. You see them out like overseas, like in Paris, they ill.
Right.
The old, like the, you know what I'm saying, like our generation, like they still crushing it. But like out here, remember it got played out. Remember that term, like, yo, that's played out, man.
Like,
yeah.
Pick up that cardboard, man.
Yeah. What you doing, man? We gotta go get some bread now and shit, yo. It's crazy.
Right.
That's so corny.
When did you start? When did you start with the producing?
I started producing. Well, I mean, you know, it was the natural progression of DJing, you know, all that shit, going to park jams, seeing it, like, yo, can I get on the tables, going through that, all of that, like, because that's what it is these days that bug me out. Is like a lot of kids going from 0 to 100 in like no time. Like, they ain't go through them channels we had to go through where nigga like, nah, yo, you gotta wait your turn to get on the tables. Like, you sitting there in the lines, it look like a barbershop line of dudes waiting to get on the tables to try to express it, because it was crazy. Like them times was like, cause we didn't have all the funds like that. So the homie had the turntable. So everybody went to the homie, you know what I mean? That type of thing.
Yeah,
like,
one set of turntables
for
everybody around.
For everybody.
It only belonged to this guy.
And if you when you got your shot, if you wasn't good, you might get banned, or you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nah, you gotta sit down, you gonna wait another week. You know, that type of thing. So you like, nah, I gotta get it right. So it was a different pressure on us skill-wise. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what my generation. So I started like through the DJing, and then it turned into drum machines. Like technically like 80, 87, 88, 89, something like that. Yeah. Like actually like tapping the pads and things like that. Like,
but why decide to go from DJing to producing?
That was just a natural progression of how things was going. Like dudes that was really into it, a Grand Wizard Theodore or something like that. You know what I mean? Like legends, like the dudes that's really the tinkerers. You know, the dudes that no matter what, like Marley, no matter what, you're gonna see Marley, you're gonna be 900 years old with doing like, you know what I mean? Like that's just what he does. Like, so I was one of them dudes, you know, getting busy, and it was like, all right, the turntables is cool, but now we got this new faction coming in with the drum machines. Get on it, because you already know how to flip that on them turntables. So now just make it translate on the drum machine. It's like, all right, I can do that. Yeah.
For somebody else.
For whoever, for whatever, like just to get that wreck off, like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying?
Look what
like,
I did.
Constant creations, like, yo, it's the next one, you know, because we we want to express ourselves, man. Like they wasn't really trying to hear what, you know, this art form we was doing. You know, like, so we was trying to impress one another and just like, yo, son, that nigga Jazzy Jeff out there is crazy on the tables. Like, we gotta tape, you know, that's when tapes used to travel through boroughs and states. We got a tape, but like, we always thought it was Flash. And they, like, it came out later, it was like, nah, that was Jazzy Jeff the whole time. So like, we was in like that kind of thing. Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh, Lottie Dottie, Park Jam tape was circulating around, like, so it was just different times then, like, you know, I mean, but y'all definitely had, like, with the mixtape time, you know,
facts. Mixtape era was everything.
On and on.
Sitting by the radio.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. Then, you know, the scientists would take it and then make a pause tape out of it, extend the beat. Like, damn, where you get that shit from? I know you ain't got that record. Nigga then take the shit off the radio and made a whole new extended mix. You know, that's where we was at with it.
The creativity because you had to.
And then, yeah, like just to get that rec, like just to like get busy. You know, that's what it was. And so like, yeah, like 87, 88, 89.
See, competitive spirit.
Not competitive, not at all. You could say that, but it's not that at all.
I'm listening.
It's just a matter.
I'm listening.
No.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
It's not that at all. Like from where I'm from, we just wanted to shine. We just wanted to shine, bro. We didn't care. Like if the next man was shining, we get that nigga dap. Yo, son, you shining? Come with us, nigga. Like, yo, we good. That's around my way. That's how we was. Like people used to come because I was like a scientist with the radio shit. So people from the different, like we was a different, like they had projects here. These kind of, it was different levels of life. Like, so everybody, like for that music cool out shit, like they be down the block, niggas busting, shit going crazy and shit. We was the cool niggas with the radio, just chilling. You know, I had my Queens Lounge shit I used to do. I used to be out there, you know, girls sitting there and shit, playing music and, you know, just bugging out. Niggas start getting money and shit, chilling. You know, so that's how I was on it. So it was just to shine, man. It wasn't like I was looking at somebody like, yeah, I'm gonna dust that nigga like that. I got that shit out in the breakdancing days. You know what I'm saying? I got that out in them days and shit. Like, yo, take that. Yo, I'm gonna dust that nigga off right there. Like, yo, Bones, you know, dust him off real quick, jump up. Like, you got that satisfaction. Like, so now in the rap days and making beats, it was just like, nah, I just want to create these wonders that people can marvel, you know, and they like, yo, how you do that? Like, that type shit, yeah. That time.
What was your very first big feature? Your first big feature?
My first big feature?
Yeah.
Yo, shorty, you keep coming around like you want something. You gonna fuck around and get it one day. Who your man?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.